Dubbcast number 8. 3, 2, 1. From Adonai Studios, here in Wrightsville Beach, this is the Dubbcast. What is up, everybody? Selah shouting out to you from the south end. Hanging out during this lunar eclipse. Dedication to my good brother, Mr. Danny Swinson. We will all miss you, Brother Danny. I've been out experiencing the lunar eclipse out here on the beach, saying a little prayer for Danny, just doing a little connection as he travels out with a flash. Yes, Brother Danny was a good friend of all of ours. He ran the reggae festivus out here in Carolina Beach of the Lazy Pirate. And from the day I met him, I knew he was outrageous, and I knew that the reggae festivus was going to be awesome. I met Danny back in the 90s out in the Outer Banks when Selah used to roll out there throughout the winter times and come from Boone and go play in the Outer Banks. And he used to work at one of the restaurants out there. And then we both moved to Wilmington around the same time. And when he came here, he called me and said, "Hey man, I'm getting ready to work at this place called the Lazy Pirate, and I'm going to start this reggae festivus. And I want you to be one of the first bands to play." So we ended up being the first band to play out there. And for many years, he supported Selah Dubb and kept us with gigs all summer long. And the crowds built from just a little tiny indoor little spot and then playing out on the deck. And then it just built and built and built. And his hospitality and loving vibration and his love for reggae music, as he joined up with the Night Nurse and they put on the reggae festivus for the last, I guess 8 or 9 years now, has been just a major success. It got bigger and bigger and bigger until Danny ended up having them build a big tiki hut and a giant stage. And the last few years here, we've had a big PA system and a stage, and he's given all of the reggae bands a place for us to jam and have unity and everybody sing and dance and get together. And it's been an incredible vehicle for everyone, an incredible place, throughout the summer. So it's just big love and unity to Brother Danny. Super kind spirit, a living Buddha right here on earth. He'll be sorely missed by everyone in the community. He's always reaching out and giving a helping hand to everybody. So big love and unity to Danny. This show is dedicated to my good friend. We love you, brother. And we truly appreciate all that you've done for us in the community. For sure. On the show today, we got an interview with Eric and Lindsay from the Kaya magazine. Big news for 2019. This will be a cosmic year indeed. Big love and unity from the Dubb. We got a big show planned for you today. Oh, yeah. This is the first show of 2019. We are super pumped for a big year. I want to thank everybody for all the support over the holidays. 2018 was an awesome time indeed. We kicked off the year with a New Year's celebration at the Lazy Pirate with Brother Danny and all his awesome hospitality. Everybody came together with one love and unity. And Kirby and I did some woodshedding getting the band together for the year as we traveled up and down the coast, culminating in the River Fests and the summer outdoor concert series all down the beach. It was a great summer indeed, and an awesome fall. Players for Puppies. We had the big hurricane benefit for Walking Tall. We had an awesome Christmas season, so big love and unity from the Dubb. Thank you guys for supporting us in 2018. We're gearing up for a big year. We got the new release of Closeout City Redo #2. And we're touring up in the 5 regions all around the nation, bringing the music and the positive vibrations with the new videos and the brand new merchandise. I've checked out the new t-shirts. They're going to look awesome. We got a new staff booking us all over, up and down the coast, down to Florida, out to Colorado, and into Los Angeles and down south. Check out the tour coming your way, SelahDubb.com, where you can get all your information about the Dubb. Yes, you can get your merchandise on SelahDubb.com as well. We got the new shirts coming out and the new banners. Come say hi on Facebook. We are super stoked this year. Big love and unity from the Dubb. Coming up next week, January 31st, Selah Dubb will be at the Real Cafe with our good friends Little Stranger. Don't miss the concert coming up at 9 o'clock, January 31st. And February 8th, we'll be back at the Palm Room here on the beach, Wrightsville Beach at the Palm Room. Don't miss it. Big love and unity from the Dubb. Let's get into some latest headlines. Oh, yes. We got some good news here in the headlines. Just like Kelly Slater's back for 2019 and Donald Trump's building a giant fictitious wall. Brother Buju Banton is free. Yes, the master is back. I would say one of the greatest reggae musicians of our time is out after a long trial and a long journey inward for sure. He's coming out with a new concert. His first concert in 10 years. It'll be in Miami on January 16th. Don't miss it. Buju Banton is back. One love and unity. And then in February, he'll be playing the giant Jamaican One Love concert. Don't miss it. I'm sure he's going to have some new music soon. On to space news. I love to check out spaceweather.com. Have you been wondering why it's been so cold around here? Well, according to spaceweather.com, we're in a grand solar minimum. The sun is at its lowest energy level it's been in 10 years. The sunspots are down to next to nothing this year. And that's why they say up here in the Northeast and upper regions of North America, we'll have a big drop in the polar vortex coming through. That's why we're having this crazy cold weather. The jet stream is dropping low. So bundle up out there. If you're up north, it looks like we're going to have some major solar activity coming on. We got a solar wind coming. It says it's a G1 class geomagnetic storm at high latitudes, so the aurora alerts are coming out for January 23rd and 24th. So if you're down here at the coast, or if you're up north of here, check it out. You might see some of the aurora even down here. Yes. Last night was an incredible night as we said a prayer for Brother Danny, and we had the giant solar eclipse. The King Buddha of Carolina Beach went out with a firestorm, with a full alignment of the sun, earth, and the moon. It was a cosmic night, and we howled at the moon for Brother Danny and said our prayers, and he was with us for sure. So it was big love and unity from Brother Danny. He's made a major impact all around. We're having a special celebration for him Wednesday night at the Lazy Pirate, so don't miss it. All the friends are going to come out and play some music. We're going to all hang out and give our mad respect to Brother Danny. Stick around on the show. We got our interview with Lindsay and Eric from the Kaya magazine. Big love and unity from the Dubb. Let's get to the surf report. Brought to you by Swell Info, this is the surf report. We got some chilly water and some chilly air out there. I was laughing at the surf report today on Swell Info when they said all you need is a 3-2 wetsuit and some 3mm booties. I was like, no. You need a 4-3 wetsuit, some 7mm booties, and some big thick gloves and a big hoodie, because it is chilly out there, people. Stay warm. Coming through, we got a big swell. For some reason, the swell is going outwards. I was checking how the swell motion's going. It's flowing straight on out on us, straight into the Gulf Stream. It's going to be building up on Thursday throughout the night. There'll be a magic window throughout the early afternoon on Thursday. Don't miss it. It's going to get up chest to head high. And the weather should get a little warm. So we should have a nice little window of opportunity, some green surf, offshore winds, 14 miles an hour, and super sweet for Thursday and Friday. It looks like it's going to be kind of warm. Let's see, what does it say? Yeah, looks like it's going to get up to 55 or 60 degrees, so check it out. Should be a good weekend of surf out here on Wrightsville Beach on the south end. Brought to you by Carl Heavily Surf. Big love and unity from the Dubb. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Sending our prayers out to Brother Danny. Big love and unity, Danny. Mad dedication. Iration. One love, itation. The Dubbcast is brought to you by Carl Heavily Surf. Check them out at carlheavilysurf.com. Handmade surfboards made in Emerald Isle. Everything from 10-foot long, super awesome high-performance longboards to 5-foot wake skates, everything in between. Check them out at carlheavilysurf.com. Also brought to you by JM's Market and Pub in Surf City. All your seafood needs at JM's. Check it out. And live music 4 days a week at JM's Pub. Check them out at JM's in Surf City. It's one love and unity from the Dubb. I want to thank you guys for supporting the band and all the music up here in the low country. This is the Dubbcast, where we highlight all of my good friends involved in the reggae music around our area. All the athletes in the surf and skate community. Yes, all the high-minded thinkers and anybody we can get on the show. Yes, this is the Dubbcast, one love and unity. Stick around. We got our interview from Eric and Lindsay from the Kaya magazine. All right now. Gather round. These are some stories from the road. Back in the old days, I used to travel out from Boone, North Carolina, out to the coast. Used to play up and down in Nag's Head and all up and down. I played this little restaurant where my friend Danny Swinson worked. He used to come hang out and check out all the reggae bands that play there every weekend. We'd come out in the middle of winter and play out there in Nag's Head. And back in the 90s, it was an awesome scene indeed. And when we moved to Wilmington, well, Danny moved at the same time. He gave me a call one day. He said, I'm working at this place called the Lazy Pirate. And I'm going to turn on this show called the Reggae Festivus, invite all the bands to play. I want Selah Dubb to come. So we got out there and started out the first year at the Lazy Pirate. It was just a little thing inside when we started out at the Lazy Pirate. And Danny was the ambassador to reggae up here on the coast. And he got us all going, and the Reggae Festivus built, and it built, and it built, until eventually it was this big show out in the parking lot, and then up on the deck, and it flooded out into the big space out there where he had some volleyball courts. And over the years, he built a big tiki hut and a giant stage. And in the later years here, the Reggae Festivus, it was just an incredible event. Still is an incredible event every Sunday, bringing the greatest reggae from down the East Coast. And Danny was the ambassador and the Buddha of Carolina Beach. Always with a high vibration, tons of hospitality. And he'd make sure the bands would bring 4 hours of reggae every Sunday. No matter if it was the hot sun or in the rain. Everybody came out and jammed and danced, and we're still doing it. And he gave us a vehicle to spread unity and dance and laugh and sing and love. And he always had a smile on his face. Always had interest in all the bands and all the music. And he helped us do a dub camp where I got to bring all my bands in. He gave us a show to play every weekend. Every month he gave us a show on the weekend and kept us all in motion, all the bands. So, big love and unity to Brother Danny. He was a friend to all of us, and he'll be sorely missed in the community. For sure. Alright, this show is dedicated to Danny. I just had an awesome interview with my good friends Lindsay and Eric from the Kaya magazine. Let's get on to that. We had a cool talk about the music scene around here and all that they're doing. Supporting all the local music in the low country reggae. So big love and unity for the Dubb. Stick around. This is Lindsay and Eric from the Kaya. All right, we're here at my... Wait, hold on. Start. All right, we're back here on the Dubbcast. Today I'm interviewing my good friends here, Eric and Sydney.
What's
from
up?
the Kaya.
Hey.
How we doing today?
Dude, this is the most beautiful day.
Might have some planes going by and stuff, but we decided to do it on the deck today.
Yeah, we're live on location.
Hanging out on the beach here in the Lumina Studios. So Eric and Sydney, tell me more about the Kaya.
Well, the Kaya was started in 2013 by Taylor Fargnoli. He's the founder. And he, just wanted to bridge the gap. That's our tagline, bridge the gap between the bands and the fans. Better connect not only what's going on in the music world, but who they are as people as well.
Yeah, the behind the scenes.
Yeah. So we've been, building that over the years, and this last year we started our YouTube series, which is the main thing we're focusing on now, called Bridging the Gap, with the lovely Sydney here as our interviewer. And, we just want to keep going and connect as many bands with as many people out there as possible. And not only just the bands, but
everyone in the scene.
Yeah, people that are throwing
We want to know
events,
venues,
writers.
Everybody, anyone and everyone that makes things happen. That's what we love to know about. So because there's so much work that goes into, putting on a show or putting on a festival, or heck, even just like recording an album. Like, there's so many pieces to the puzzle that people, that maybe aren't familiar with how the music business, operates. They're just like, oh, like, why haven't people put out music? Like, what, like, when's your next show? Like, what's, or if there's technical difficulties, what's up, guys? Like, why do you suck? And, like, it's really, like, I don't know, a vast world that I feel like deserves a lot of appreciation, because everyone works so hard. Dude, there's people, especially in those festivals, that are pulling 20-hour days easily, if not 24.
And people don't realize that. They think, oh, they're just having fun too. Like,
It's
no, they're
blood, sweat,
running
and
back and
tears.
forth. It takes a lot of people to throw a music festival. There's a lot of
Backstage at the
moving pieces.
festival is not that
Gosh,
much fun.
it's like, the craziest, most stressful, but like beautiful thing, because like it's great. It's like the inside of a clock. Like, you get to see like every little part, running around and like doing their own separate tasks just to put this whole thing on at the time. And then you just hear like, oh, something's going wrong, and then like you just see like 3 people run, and then just like they get it fixed, and it's just crazy. Like, those people are the unsung heroes, because they're behind the stage, behind the curtains. And,
Well, that's what my brother did for probably 20 years. He ran an amphitheater.
oh,
And he had all the big bands coming through. And let me tell you, that was the most stressful thing I've ever seen.
gosh, man,
I mean,
it's
to
crazy.
get all that stuff set up in 1 minute, and get all the gear set up, and then get everybody sound checked, and they're coming in from another town, and then driving around, get them fed, get them on stage. It's like the
Then you have to
whole
wear
thing.
like vans breaking down, and then people getting arrested on
One
the way
thing
to the
going
show.
wrong, one thing going wrong, and the whole operation is a mess.
But then, like, you spend the whole weekend go, because, like, we were, at the festival at Surrounded by the Sound, and we ran, I don't know how many interviews a day, but it was a crazy amount. It's just, like, you spend the whole time, you're just, go, we're getting this person, and then, we're just enjoying the festival in the little breaks, we're all trying to, get a chance to see some of the bands, and then once it's over, it's, like, so rewarding, but then you're just, like, I want more, like,
You want more.
take me back, even though it was, like, in the moment you were running around, and then you're like, well, shoot, now what do I do with my life? I'm like, no.
Those moments in between, though, when you just even get 5 minutes to rest, and you just go down, check out whatever band's playing, it's those moments that, like, you can really appreciate it more, because you're not just, like, going from one band to the next, like, and enjoying it from start to finish. You're really, though, like, with us, like, getting to talk with the bands, it's even more special seeing them on stage after, like, getting to know who
Right.
they are.
It's so cool, like, you start to see their personality on stage, like, that, that you got to kind of meet, and then you see how that, how they express themselves. But yeah, no.
Very cool indeed.
That's I mean, that's why we all do this, though, is because we all loved music, and then we started to play music, or we started to, film people play music, or we talk to them about music, like, it's cool because we all just, like, had that one shared interest, which is why, like, social media and everything with all the Facebook groups and everything is a big deal, because now you get to literally connect with anyone and everyone, and almost most people that go to all the shows are posting on you know, these bands groups. And so it's cool to be able to see the bands then interact with the fans, because a lot of them do like, you know, live, you know, broadcast, and they'll do like little acoustic stuff. So I get to see that, and then I can ask them about it. Like, so cool. Like,
yes, to have lived in a time when there was no social media.
Yeah, that.
And now to live in this time
where it's in the literal second of life, you can see a show halfway across the world.
This was stuff that I dreamed about when I was a kid.
Right.
To have this access and stuff is it's just all up to us now. The music, we've got complete freedom, and it's completely been given to us in a way where I had no freedom when I was younger. You had to get into a machine, and they had to take you in and do all these things for you. Now you have complete freedom to do everything in your own, you know, however you want to do it. And so it's just, I think it's just awesome.
Yeah. Well, the power to put out music independently now is just, I mean, you can produce, fully mix and master, you know, in your like closet or in your bedroom, or you know, convert your garage. Like, you could literally make music anywhere. And that's like a lot of bands, they'll record the song in their hotel room, like when they're on tour, you know, and then you're like, well, now we got a single. Like, so it's instant. You get to have that instant gratification of.
Your job is super important too, because these bands are not necessarily the best at promoting themselves, getting the word out there, networking, and the things that you guys are doing brings a one-stop place where you can go and check out everybody in the Low Country, what I call the Low Country roots scene, this awesome little reggae scene here. And I just want you to tell us some of these different people. I know all these people, some of the people that you've been like kind of working with, like you've been interviewing and stuff, and like the local people and the national people. Like,
yeah, we work a lot with Signal Fire. Those are our homies.
Oh yeah.
You know, because they're literally right up the road. Yeah. And we got to do a documentary for them on their album that came out.
Yep, I saw that. Very cool.
So that was a lot of fun. And
we just interviewed DHIM.
Yeah, DHIM just came out.
Yeah.
And then Amani Smith in the Give Thanks band. Yeah. My band has a show with them on December 29th.
Oh yeah, 29th. And what's your
band? Some are Travelers.
Yeah.
So we're a little like funky rock, you know, sometimes reggae outfit too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna celebrate Amani's birthday and the bassist. So
how cool. Tony and Amani.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's been so rad to meet all these, you know, Wilmington, you know, local bands that are just like so tight knit.
It's a family.
It's
you would
like,
not believe.
I mean, and every show you go to, you see it.
There's no competition because we don't have like this like huge machine that's running everything, and so there's not like one band that's huge and everybody's like, we want to be like them and watching that. It's like we're all just doing our best. And North Carolina has an untapped musical history from the blues that has come through here and the years of music. And so all these musicians are really, there's like a lot of incredible musicians in this part of the world, and we don't really have the hugest places to play and the hugest crowd. Sure. So we're all very humble because a lot of times we play in front of 10 people.
It's in the smallest little hole in the wall, but it ends up being like the most energy.
So there's no like this band, that band, like we all just get along with it. There's just no egos. We're all humble, but everyone's freaking awesome. Yeah. If you notice, there's not one band that's like, what's up with these guys, you know? So.
No, you go there and you find like if you need something, like they'll help you, you know. They're already just like, you know, if they've been there before, they'll just let you know what's up. I think it's fun to kind of bounce back and forth with them because they all like to kind of come up on each other's sets and, you know, mess around and do some jamming, which I like to see too, because it's just like you can see it because, like, you feel it in the room because each show is different. So, like, and they've played with each other hundreds and hundreds of times. But, like, each show you kind of get that different feel. Or, like, because we've seen a lot of these bands, you know, multiple times a week sometimes. But, like, each show, like, it's like different. It's like a new show. And I think that's so cool because...
There'll be people from out of town that'll just happen to be there and hop up.
Yeah.
Like, that's the cool part of Wilmington is... You know,
and dude,
everybody comes on vacation.
The crowd, yeah, like you end up seeing kind of the same people. Like people, will meet, for the second or third time at a show, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I came down from Philadelphia, or like over, in like Atlanta or something." Like people will drive out here for like some of these bands, like because they, I think, make it a point to connect with these people because we are a family. Like you come to the show, they hang out after the show, and they're meeting people and they're talking to them, and so it's cool just to like start to recognize people, be like, "Hey, you!" And people start recognizing us. It's weird. They'll be like, "Oh, what's up? Are you guys the Kaya?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah. I guess we are."
It's very cool. Like, I've seen this over the years in, like, scenes like the Athens music scene. There was a scene in Chapel Hill. There's been scenes in New York. I've seen these scenes that have come up where even, like, the jazz scenes in the Chicago blues, the Memphis blues, the stuff going on in the Delta. I've seen these scenes come up where there's been a unification of people like what we got right now, and people talking like this and filming and like getting together, and it was where it's a down home local thing, everyone connected, but these incredible musicians that all have these similar roots, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's I think that's what the Dubbcast is about. That's what this Kai is about, to like kind of get this out, to let everybody know about these bands. That's what I'm trying to do, is kind of highlight DHIM, Signal Fire, Elephant Convoy. Yeah. What else? We got Michael Akins. We got DJ Natty Nate. We got Ross Bongi. Selah Dubb. I mean, it goes. I'm probably missing Manja. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm missing people. I mean, we have this little scene that I can equate it to punk rock scenes in LA at a time, or the punk rock scene in London. These things that happened at a time. The big reggae scene of Jamaica, or those kind of times where these bands were all coming together. Well, we have that going on right now. So I'm just stoked to unify with you and get the word out to everybody and kind of interview all these people, and kind of let the rest of the world know what's bubbling up here, right in this one little part of the Carolinas. Because one thing we have right here is unspoiled, because it's just an incredible part of the world where it's incredible country. It's still kind of like not taking over. It's got
a little bit of everything,
Yeah, but we still got a little, So anyways, I'm super appreciative of what you guys are doing. I've been definitely watching what you're doing with Matt Irie.
Yes.
Now he's gone to Arizona.
Yeah, I know.
What is he
He's
doing?
just they're taking a little winter break. He went out there. He's got family out there.
I see.
And then they're going into the studio soon.
He's always got these mysterious little things he says, and then I don't know I haven't talked to him, so I don't know what the hell he's doing. he'll put some mysterious. We're on to something big soon. Da da da. I'm like, what are you on to?
Actually, we're releasing his new single on the Kaya.
Okay, cool.
December 31st. Better Off. Cool. It's super good, like really good. So we're stoked to put that out, and then he's gonna be putting out a new EP soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arizona's, sometimes you just gotta go see some family. It's, holiday season too, and then you get back into it.
I love jamming. I've done some tours in Arizona. It's super fun. Like, that's one of my favorite places. Flagstaff, Arizona is probably my top 10 towns in the U.S. to play music. The crowd there is just super into it. Like, they're real into reggae.
I've never been out there. I'd like to though.
Yeah. That's where my aunt was from. The aunt who's 6 months younger than me, which is like the weirdest thing ever. When we were growing up, we would be little, and she would always tell me, she'd be like, "Call me Auntie." I was like, "I'm not calling you that."
That's funny.
I'm 6. You're 5 still.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, because I'm from Las Vegas, so we were
you are?
Right there.
So what's new for you guys on the future here for the holidays? You going to do the Matt Irie?
We've got that.
We got a couple big...
Michael Akins interview coming out this Saturday. And then next Saturday, we've got an interview with Hyrie.
Nice.
She's probably the furthest west
No doubt. They were really freaking cool.
And when they come here, they played when?
They did a benefit show for Hurricane Florence.
Yeah, that was the Signifier.
It was at
Well, that was actually the day they played Signifier, but the day before they were here in Wilmington at Burnt Mill Creek.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they came in, they packed that place out, and Monty Smith. And then we got to do an interview after the show, and they were rad. But that's our end of the year.
Cali
release that we got.
We hope to go out.
And then we've got a special interview coming out at the beginning of January. With Selah Dubb.
What?
Yeah, we just did a little interview out here on the deck. So.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. That one's gonna be really good. I'm ranking them, and I'm not even trying to be but no, that was one of my favorite ones.
I just talk too much.
No, it's perfect because it's so great to be able to kind of bounce back ideas and really dig deep, because I do a lot of interviews, and so it's cool to see, have different conversations with people. It's fun for me. That's why I do it.
I'm into the interviewing. I've always been into it, but now I'm just really deeply wanting to go. It's just so fun to connect with certain people that are close, and get their vibe out, hear their story, like people like Michael Akins. I watched him grow up. I don't know you know the story, but Michael Akins came to one of my shows when he was in I guess he was in 9th or 10th grade, and he at the end of the night, we played this festival out there at the amphitheater in Wrightsville Beach. At the end of the night, he came up and said, "Hey man, can I come do a little acoustic song real quick?" All his little friends were like, "Oh, let Michael play, and I was like, "Who's this little kid?" He's like, "Come on, man, let me play. The crowd's not gone yet." And I said, "Hey, sound man, can you just leave a mic up in one line while you're packing up?" And so Michael played to the crowd as they packed up, and everyone sat back down, and little Michael was up there, and he was like, this is little Michael. I always call him Mikey, because I knew him as the little 15, 16-year-old kid, and he was just up there rocking out, and all his high school friends were there, and everyone sat back down in the dark, and the sound man just sat back and mixed them. He did 5 or 6 songs.
That's awesome.
So from then on, Mikey would come and open up for me at the Oceanic, and I'd have him play between the sets or open up, and he'd do his acoustic thing, and I deeply tried to get, you got to play the reggae, you got to play the roots, I'd push him to play the roots, and then eventually I think I'm going to play the reggae roots, he got into it deeply,
Cowboy.
He's gone so deep with it now, and now he's an incredible songwriter.
Our interview that we had was pretty good. He did kind of talk about his evolution of musical styles, because, he's always done kind of a folky, country thing, and then kind of got into reggae and just kind of is building now his own sound with the new stuff that he's coming out with. So
it does really good. I watch him play live, and he just kills it. So, I mean, all the musicians around here are just incredible.
There's one around every corner, which is why you should go out, support local music, support the scene.
Oh yeah,
that's the way to do it. You can hit interested on the event on Facebook, but if you actually show up and go out there, you'll probably have a really amazing time, and you'll meet some really cool class people.
Nowadays, for sure. And so the Kaya is available. You can check it out on YouTube.
YouTube.com/the Kaya Media. And then we're on Facebook and
we on Instagram.
Yep.
And are y'all going to start doing a podcast?
No, we mainly do just the video interviews.
But now doing this, I really like this, so I want to.
Well, I'm trying to get you. I want you to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Because see, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get a peanut gallery of people I'm networking with, and I want to have you guys on my podcast a lot. You have your podcast, and we all web together with all of our friends in the Carolinas. Do it once a week. I just do this little simple thing with Anchor, and I'm gonna have Tony Savanti on this next one because he's in Carolina Beach, incredible surfer. I'm gonna interview Michael Akins soon. I'm just gonna interview all the local reggae people. So
yes,
we'd love to link up.
Absolutely.
Get you to podcast because you guys would be awesome. You're very entertaining. It's fun just to hear the stories. You guys have interviewed awesome people. Can you tell me some of the fun festivals coming up in the spring? I don't know. I'm really out of date. I'm out of touch.
No, we actually got some.
Got a few.
We got some stuff cooking, dude.
Let's see. 420 hasn't been announced yet, but there's going to be a festival here in Wilmington. I won't say where. Because they're going to announce it later.
Cool.
Then there's going to be Freak Stomp Music Festival in August is in Ohio. Tropidelic puts that on.
It's a can't miss show. It's an extravaganza.
Yeah, we'll be
we'll be doing media down there. So
yeah, Tropidelic, Bumpin' Uglies. You never know, Sun-Dried Vibes might get back together and play a show. I mean,
if the stars align.
They haven't said anything, but you know, the opportunity is always open out there. There's also Bumpin' Uglies is throwing their own festival up in Maryland. I can't remember the date. I know it's at the beginning of the summer. It's called Weekend at Wolfie's.
Cool.
So that should be fun.
That one's gonna be a cool one.
All right.
Those guys get down. I like it.
Fun festivals to come. Well, I got a new management, so we'll be getting on some festivals, and so we'll be letting some people know.
Heck yeah.
We'll be out there on the run. Well, Eric and Sydney from the Kaya, it was great talking to you guys.
Thank you for having us on.
I love to just chat, and I want to have you on again soon. And,
yes, we would love to be here. This is the most perfect day.
Our friends here at the Dubbcast fully appreciate everyone just chatting because they sit at work and they got nothing else to do but listen to a podcast and
when you're listening to this podcast, I just want you guys to just envision yourself on a deck right in front of the beach, looking at the birds fly over the ocean, and you'll get the vibe even if you're in an office.
This is our life here at the beach. It's freaking awesome, and we try to put that into the music and send it out to the people. So that's why I'm doing the Dubbcast, and I'll be vlogging a lot and showing the beach a lot more this next year. So
cool.
I've been hiding it from everyone.
Yeah.
But yes, for coming to be on the podcast.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
Peace out, guys.
Big love and unity.
Later.
Thank you, guys. All right, we've come to the end of another fun interview. Lindsay and Eric from the Kaya magazine. Good vibes indeed. This has been the Reggae Festivus edition. Big dedication, love, and unity to our brother Danny, the Buddha of Carolina Beach. You'll be sorely missed, but loved and remembered by all. You did so much for everybody. You brought good vibes all the time, so much hospitality and love. You and the Night Nurse have done so much for reggae here. We will continue in your honor. Come on out Wednesday night and we'll have a celebration for Danny at the Lazy Pirate. Everybody's going to get together and play some music and have a good time. Yes. Big love and unity from the Dubb. We'll see you next week. The Dubbcast is brought to you by Carl Heverly Surf. Check them out at carlheverlyshapes.com. All your surfboard needs handmade. Everything from 10-foot longboards to 5-foot wake skates. Fine handcrafted surfboards direct to you from Emerald Isle at carlheverlyshapes.com. Also, JM's Pub and Market in Surf City. Filling in all your seafood needs and live music 4 nights a week at JM's Pub. Check them out, JM's Pub and Market in Surf City. Big love and unity from the Dubb. We'll see you Wednesday night. I love you, Danny. The Dubbcast is an Odd production, recorded here live at Lumina Studios in Wrightsville Beach. Check out Dubbcast number 9, our interview with Tony Savani, world champion longboarder. That's what I said. Put it all together.